Welcome to Rise and Inspire, the place where dreams are fueled, limits are broken, and potential is unlocked. If you're listening right now, it means you believe there's more inside you than the world has seen. And you're right. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and join this journey of growth, because together we're building lives without limits. Regret is more painful than failure. Sit with that truth for a moment. Failure is sharp, yes. It cuts deep, it humbles you, it makes you doubt yourself. But failure, with all its sting, comes with a gift, a lesson. Every time you fail, you gain knowledge, you gain strength, you gain experience. Failure reshapes you. It shows you the cracks in your armor, but it also teaches you how to build it stronger. You can recover from failure. You can rise again after failure. You can turn failure into a stepping stone. But regret is different. Regret doesn't teach. Regret doesn't build you. Regret doesn't strengthen your character. Instead, regret silently eats you alive from the inside out. It's the pain of knowing you never even tried. It's the voice that follows you day after day, whispering, "What if? What if you had taken that chance? What if you had worked harder? What if you had believed in yourself?" That's why regret is far heavier than failure, because it leaves no room for peace, no room for redemption, no chance to try again. When you fail, at least you know you stepped into the arena. You know you gave it your shot. And that effort brings a kind of peace. You can tell yourself, "I tried. I didn't sit back and wonder. I went for it." But regret doesn't let you have that comfort. Regret keeps you awake at night, imagining the life you could have lived, the opportunities you could have seized, the dreams you could have chased. Failure lasts for a season, but regret lasts for a lifetime. Think about the most successful people you've heard of. Almost every single one of them failed before they succeeded. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he created. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he discovered the light bulb. They all knew the sting of failure. But here's the key. They never let failure stop them. They turned failure into fuel. And today the world remembers them for their victories, not their defeats. Now imagine the ones who never tried. The people who had dreams but silenced them. The ones who let fear control them, who stayed in their comfort zone, who listened to doubt. Do we remember them? No. Their stories were never written. Their dreams never saw the light of day. Their lives became monuments to regret, not to courage. That's why I say regret is the real tragedy. Because failure, no matter how painful, can be redeemed. Regret cannot. Failure is the price of progress. Regret is the cost of inaction. Failure says, "Try again, but smarter." Regret says, "It's too late now." Failure pushes you forward. Regret keeps you stuck in the past. Failure is a bruise that fades. Regret is a scar that never heals. One day you're going to look back on your life, and in that moment you won't remember the failures as much as you'll remember the risks you didn't take. You won't think about the times you fell. You'll think about the times you stayed sitting when you should have stood up. You'll think about the dream you never pursued, the chance you never grabbed, the words you never said. That is the pain of regret, and it is heavier than any failure you will ever face. So what should you choose? Always choose failure over regret. Always choose to try, even if it means stumbling. Always choose to take that shot, even if you miss. Because the pain of falling is temporary, but the pain of never jumping is eternal. Don't be afraid of being laughed at. Don't be afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid of looking foolish. Because all those things fade. But regret? Regret doesn't fade. It grows louder with time. Imagine yourself decades from now, standing at the end of your life, looking back. Do you want to say, "I tried, I failed, I learned, I grew"? Or do you want to say, "I could have, I should have, but I didn't"? The choice is yours, every single day. Don't let fear rob you of your future. Don't let hesitation steal your destiny. Don't let regret become your story. Remember this. Failure is simply proof that you were brave enough to try. Regret is proof that you never had the courage to begin. Failure can hurt, but regret will haunt you. Failure can make you cry, but regret will make you empty. Failure is the mark of the warrior who fought. Regret is the mark of the one who surrendered without ever stepping onto the battlefield. This is Rise and Inspire, reminding you, don't fear failure, fear regret. Because failure can build you, but regret can break you forever. In the end, failure is just a chapter in your story. Regret is the unfinished book you never wrote. And life is too short